My cousin Nathaniel died falling down the stairs just 3 days after he told our family elder, Uncle Warren, that our annual reunion rituals were getting too weird. Everyone called it a tragedy caused by clumsiness, but Nathaniel was a rock climber who scaled cliffs for fun. At the funeral, Uncle Warren delivered a long, chilling eulogy about honoring traditions and how questioning the old ways brought instability. His words about harmony and balance felt less like comfort and more like a warning to the rest of us. My mother later pulled me aside, telling me never to question the traditions, only to smile and participate. Our family has gathered every year at the ancestral estate for elaborate, almost religious ceremonies led by Warren. Anyone who messed up or voiced doubt was quickly silenced. After Nathaniel's death, I started paying closer attention to past family tragedies. My grandmother drowned in the estate lake after suggesting modernizing the rituals. My uncle's first wife died in a car accident after refusing to participate in a ceremony. My cousin's husband had a fatal allergic reaction after joking the gathering felt like a cult. Every person who pushed back against Warren's leadership ended up dead within weeks, always in a way that looked completely accidental. I started a list on my phone. 17 deaths over the past 30 years, all occurring within a month of someone questioning Warren's authority or suggesting changes. The accidents were varied: drowning, falls, car crashes, but the chronological pattern of descent followed by death was impossible to ignore. I showed the list to my younger brother, Kieran, who immediately called me paranoid, but fell silent when I reminded him that Aunt Margot died of carbon monoxide poisoning after trying to convince others to skip the reunion. He was genuinely terrified and told me to delete the list. With the next reunion scheduled for October, I had 8 months to uncover the truth. I began researching old family documents. I found the original deed to the ancestral estate, which had been passed down for 5 generations with specific requirements. The property could only be inherited by the eldest living male relative who maintained the traditional ceremonies exactly as prescribed by the family charter. Violation meant forfeiture, and the estate would pass to the next qualified heir. I realized the traditions weren't just customs. They were legally binding obligations tied to a multi-million-dollar estate. Warren's position depended entirely on everyone following the ceremonies without question. I contacted an estate lawyer, Vivian Ashford, asking hypothetically about conditional inheritances. She confirmed that unusual requirements were legally enforceable. When I described my family situation, she said it sounded like Warren's ownership depended on maintaining the appearance of absolute unity and observance. This realization clicked. The victims hadn't just questioned traditions. They had posed a direct threat to Warren's control over the property. My grandmother wasn't just suggesting modernization. She was arguing the estate should be sold and divided. My uncle's wife was a real estate attorney who started asking about the property's legal structure. Every death was tied to a challenge to Warren's control. And what I was about to discover when I drove out to the ancestral property would prove that some family secrets were worth killing for.